Happy Mother's Day, Snerds! Today we are going through the blueprint of Black motherhood and pop culture.
From the regal power of Queen Ramunda to the ride-or-die I know where the bodies are hidden energy of Cookie Lyon.
We're doing this or that matchups that will have you choosing sides and questioning your childhood upbringing.
And settling the age-old debate. Are you Team Claire Huxtable, where everything is elegant and handled in a courtroom voice, even when you're having big fun in Baltimore?
Or are you Team Original and Viv, where your mom is a rags to riches icon who will lay down the law while telling Will, Carlton, and even Tiny Liston that none of you are going down to MacArthur Park tonight?
All that and more on today's episode of the Black and Snerdy podcast.
Maurice and Odie gonna take over like Zach and Cody. Black and Snerdy is the best podcast. Gonna boom like Wile E. Coyote. Gonna meet magic, they move like they hairy. And talking about mental health, no, it's not scary. And know that she coming up with the astrology. Mo got a comic and that's the best policy. Maurice the GOAT, talking about animation cause you know. Odie, she moving wavy like the boat. Watching some movies and she taking notes. Yeah, kick back, listen. Black and Snerdy have risen. Upload on a mission. 5 stars, never dissing. Black and Snerdy, ooh. Black and Snerdy, yeah. Black and Snerdy.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Black and Snerdy podcast, the only podcast where two sexy black nerds get together to shoot the shit. I am Mo, aka Kid Licorish.
And I'm Odie.
And together we are the aforementioned Snerds here on episode 187 of the Black and Snerdy podcast. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Feeling much better than I was yesterday because we played a wicked for good drinking game, and I was terrible.
Yeah. First off, that movie is not great.
It's all right.
It's not as good as the first one.
Yeah. The first one was completely worth the drunkenness.
Yeah. It had all the songs, all the best songs.
Yeah.
It had all the best choreography.
And all the best, I would say, character development.
Yes. Yeah. It told a complete story.
Yeah.
The second one was a fucking mess. It weirdly felt simultaneously rushed and also slow paced.
Yeah, and I've talked to some folks who've seen the stage play, and they said that the movie definitely has some departures from the stage play, which means it also has some departures from the book, Wicked. So I haven't read the Wicked series, which is the more like adult version of The Wizard of Oz. But there were just some things that I was like, I don't know. I feel like could have done better.
Some weird choices were made.
Yeah, like I feel like
Ryan Reynolds' face looking ass scarecrow at the very end. Spoiler alert, he's handsome.
Yeah, he's very handsome. He doesn't even have a hat, I don't remember him having a hat.
I don't remember if he had a hat.
I feel like the scarecrow could have been done a little bit better. It was just like you're trying to keep the Bridgerton guy's face and him being all attractive and like,
but that misses the fucking point.
The scarecrow, but like she's green, he's made of straw. Either way, it's an interracial relationship.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like we're in a fantastical world.
And you know what the weirdest part is? I did not realize that the fucking Cowardly Lion was Cole Domingo.
I did not either. Well, they didn't.
Did he even have any lines? Did the lion have lines?
Only line he had was like, she kidnapped me or whatever. That was really it.
It's not good. Not a good movie.
Yeah.
Not a terrible movie.
No, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good as the first one.
I'd give it a 5 or a 6. I
would still give it a 7.
Because the musical performances,
except for Michelle Yeoh.
No, Michelle.
They set her up.
More like Michelle, no. More like Michelle, go away from this movie. Like, and she apparently told them that, like, I can't sing. Like,
said we still want you.
They say, well, we want that Academy Award winner.
Why not?
Yeah.
But if they wanted, they could have found another actress though who could actually sing to play her part. I feel like
they could have.
It didn't,
and they should have.
She wasn't necessary to the story. And while I was watching it, I was kind of feeling like they were doing her disservice because I feel like it was feeding into that like tiger mom, Asian mom stereotype of like she'll do whatever to get what she wants and like be manipulative and things. That's kind of the thought I had.
I didn't read it that much because like I feel like tiger moms are like they push like super hard on their kid to like excel. But this one was more so like actively manipulating Elphaba in the first movie to do her bidding.
That's one of the stereotypes of like Asian women, Asian moms that I think we've seen in Hollywood is that they'll be like manipulative and they will try to like have you doing their bidding. And so I felt like having Michelle Yeoh in there while not being able to sing was just it just was an added negative to the character. Yeah. And maybe I was thinking too deeply into it and being like, this is supposed to be such like a inclusive cast and all this stuff. And then you have the one like Asian woman that's like a lead character.
Well, it's not the only Asian woman. They had Bo and Yang.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I'm catty. I could fucking tell the joke. Jesus. Watching horrible jokes on Kevin Hart's fucking roast. So that's very low hanging fruit. Okay.
We have another time we'll talk about this.
Another time.
It was not good.
Another time. But
how are you doing?
I'm doing, I'm scared. Like, and I'll get into that when we go about the things that are making us mad. But yeah, these are tough, dark times for me, but I'm trying to push forward. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to have a positive outlook. I'm trying to hustle. I'm trying to keep my mind focused. But that's just what it is.
Just remember that you are unlimited.
If anything, I'm going to remember that I'm unbreakable. I'm alive, damn it! It's a miracle! With that being said, shall we get into it?
I'm ready.
Okay, so as we mentioned it before, today is Mother's Day that we're recording this episode. And because it's Mother's Day, we wanted to do something to celebrate the pop culture icons of motherhood in our community. So, Odie has created a new segment that we're going to try out. And it is called This or That Mother's Day Edition. That's pretty good.
It is.
It's pretty clever.
I like what you did there.
It's pretty clever. Now, the first two subjects that we will be discussing today will be Claire Huxtable from The Cosby Show and Vivian Banks, a.k.a. Aunt Viv, from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
All right.
Yes.
So, Claire Huxtable, she is iconic, the bastion of professional mother. She was a wife. She was an amazing lawyer. And she had 5 children.
Yeah.
Okay? She didn't play any games. She was super sweet, super loving and all that, but she would get you together if need be, okay? One of her iconic quotes from the show was when she had to give Elvin a piece of her mind.
Yes.
She said, "Let me tell you something, Elvin. You see, I am not serving Dr. Huxtable, okay? I'm going to bring him a cup of coffee just like he brought me a cup of coffee this morning. And that, young man, is what marriage is made of. It is give and take, 50-50. And if you don't get it together and drop these macho attitudes, you are never going to have anybody bring you anything, anywhere, any place, anytime, ever."
Fantastic read. And of course, as we know, she was played by the indomitable Phylicia Rashad.
Yes.
Now, Vivian Banks, Aunt Viv, is, of course, from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She, icon in her own right.
Yeah.
You know, like, amazing person, amazing, like, well-crafted character. Like, and when we say that, we're talking specifically about the original Aunt Viv, who's played by Janet Hubert. You know, she's a retired dancer and a professor who provided the intellectual and cultural backbone of the Banks family. And she was amazing. I'll always remember that dance thing that she did.
Yes.
That dance scene.
Which is an iconic.
It is iconic.
It's an iconic dance, and it's something that you see often in like dance moves that people will put together. They they'll add that little piece in, because when she left when that finished, everybody's mouths were on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, she cleared it.
Strictly impeccable. And I have a quick quote. You see, Will, I've been black all my life, and I've learned anything. Sorry. All right.
What?
All right, my
voice is that?
I hate to admit it, but that is the voice.
That's your black woman, black mom voice?
A little bit.
No.
Yeah, weirdly enough, that's not my mom's voice, but it is like...
It is the voice you always give to black moms.
When I think of black moms, but I will do it a little bit better. How about this? You see, Will, I've been black all my life, and if I've learned anything, it is that there's no such thing as being not black enough. There's only such a thing as being too much for some people.
You sound like a Southern grandma.
Well, I'm a Southern boy.
Just left the plantation.
I'm a Southern boy. I'm a Southern boy. I'm from south of the Dixon. Anyhow, so with that being said,
who are you
going with? Ladies first.
This is honestly, it's really hard. It is. It's really hard because I think both of them were amazing moms.
Yes.
Like really strong black women who who to me were like goals, right? Of who you would want to be as a mom, as a black woman, as a professional. But I'm going to probably give it to Aunt Viv.
Really?
I think I'm going to give it to her. And maybe because I think that I can imagine Aunt Viv probably having less respectability politics about her. Because
Fair enough.
I think that just perhaps the time period of, Claire Huxtable, who she was, and some of the things about her. I don't know how like open-minded she would have been about a lot of things. I think that Aunt Viv, especially like with her sisters, like, come on.
Yeah.
Her sisters were...
They were about it. They were about that life. Yes.
They were from Philly. Like,
yeah.
I think she would have been way more down to earth.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick her. What about you?
I'm going Claire Huxtable. No offense, but Claire Huxtable is the prototype. She is the ground zero. She is patient one, patient zero of black moms in modern culture. Like literally, like she fought on Phylicia Rashad fought to make her character the way that she was.
Yeah, she
to
did.
make her like more, like fashionable and not just a stay-at-home housewife, and to be like more like outgoing and fully rounded and stuff. And I think that literally every black mother from then on like owes a bit of debt to Claire Huxtable as far as like modernism is concerned.
Oh, it's true. I mean, there would be no Aunt Viv without a Claire Huxtable. You wouldn't.
And then the last thing I will say is that Aunt Viv is hurt as a character by the second Aunt Viv. Like there's a reason why we say first Aunt Viv, second Aunt Viv, because the second Aunt Viv she's a non-entity, which it sucks, but that's a part of it. That is a part of it.
But I will say that the second Aunt Viv, even though
she had her moments,
and she's also an iconic actress on her own, and it wasn't her fault that they had Janet Hubert and Will Smith were having beef, and she was kicked off the show.
Yeah.
So she can't pay for another man's crimes.
Sure.
All right.
Next up,
Jinx.
we have another classic rivalry. Florida Evans and Rochelle Rock. Florida Evans is from Good Times.
Yes.
Rochelle Rock is from Everybody Hates Chris.
So, Florida Evans and Rochelle Rock, two iconic moms, working class, trying to keep their family together in the hood.
Yes.
So Florida Evans, she was the matriarch of the Evans family. They lived in the Chicago projects, and a lot of her character is just built up about keeping her family together, her faith in both her family and God, and just trying to make nothing out of something.
Yeah, played by the incredible Esther Rolle.
And one of her iconic quotes is, "Damn, damn, damn!" Because when James Evans, who was played by, oh man, not Witherspoon. What is his name? What is his name? Of course, it's gonna. But either way, when her husband, James Evans Sr., died, John Amos, played by John Amos, that was her iconic quote. And actually, what I learned was that was improvised because apparently, if you ever watched Good Times, you know they had their 3 children. One of the children was JJ, and he had this he was, flippant, funny character. And as the show was going on, they were kind of pushing too much of the funniness and kind of like shucking and jiving. Yeah. And John Amos was pushing back against that because he's like, this is about the family. Yeah. We're pushing back against Black stereotypes. The show was made in the 70s. So like it wasn't really usual to see a Black family on TV. And because he was pushing for that so much, they ended up killing him, and they found out like in that episode. So that was like a real feeling she had, which I think it brings extra depth to her character.
Right. And as far as Rochelle Rock, of course, played by the incredible Tashina Arnold. Yes. Tashina Arnold. Sorry, I always get her mixed up with Tisha Campbell. They're besties. It's the T's. It's the T's and the Martin link. Anyhow, Rochelle Rock from Everybody Hates Chris, played by Tashina Arnold, and she, again, just a no nonsense mom. Yeah, making the best out of a not great situation. The struggle of Black family living during a certain age and time.
The crack epidemic.
Yeah. Iconic quote. I don't need this. My husband has 2 jobs. I will smack the taste out your mouth. Like, that's just classic. It captures everything that you need to know about this no nonsense mother. Who are you going with?
Who are you going with?
You know who I'm going with.
I will tell the people.
I will tell the people. To the people, historically speaking, I gotta go with Flo. Really? I gotta go with Flo. And nothing against Rochelle. It's just that, again, much like with my Claire Huxtable, you have to give it up. She was one of the first. Yeah. She was one of the first, and you don't get anybody else. You don't get that. You don't get that improvement on the image without the original. Yeah.
Oh, this is hard actually, because both of them have some good things and both of them have flaws.
And I think there's a understanding of the time and the context surrounding their character and who put their character together and who was writing for them and stuff. So just Tashina Arnold's character is a Black woman portraying herself in a setting that is in the 80s.
Yeah, it was in the 80s.
But a show that was developed in the modern age and was created by Chris Rock. So, of course, that
colors it a little bit.
It colors it a little bit more than it does when it's
based on his mom. So there was,
yeah, as opposed to having a white man, right, a room full of
white
men writing the stories of Black people. So, there's that.
Lorne Michaels.
That is SNL.
He didn't he do the show? Because did he do that show?
You're thinking of Lear.
Lear, yeah.
Not Lorne.
Well, same difference. What's the difference? 2 old white men creating shit that went on to make Len lots of money.
Arguably, I would say that Lear did more for Black people in entertainment than Lorne ever did. So, well, just saying.
A conversation to be had.
Maybe don't ban Martin. Anyhow, continue.
Okay. Between the two, I'm gonna go with Rochelle.
Why?
And it's because I definitely watched more Good Times than I did Everybody Hates Chris.
Sure.
But I think that from watching the two of them, I feel like Florida, she sometimes moved a lot with her family through fear. Like, she didn't want them to take certain opportunities. She didn't want them to do certain things because she was always worried about like what it would look like. And Rochelle, it's not to say that she also didn't have fear for her family. She did, but I think that she allowed them a little bit more grace, and she was a very hard character. But I think that over the course of the seasons, there was different amount of growth versus with Florida Evans, and also she left the show, so she wasn't there all the way to the end. So how are you supposed to be the best mom when you done backed your shit up and left your folks? So yes, I'm going with Rochelle.
All right, fair enough. That has been round 1. We are entering round 2. And round 2 is going to be kicked off with Cookie Lyon from Empire and Tasha St. Patrick from Power.
All right. Now, these two women, I think they are definitely very polarizing characters.
Mama! I forgot to use that earlier. My bad.
All right. So Cookie Lyon, played by Taraji P. Henson, she was the mom on Empire.
Yes.
So we know that about her is that she had helped Lucius Lyon. They were married. She helped him create his business, all that. But she ended up going to prison for 17 years. She comes out and she decides she wants to reclaim all that she lost throughout that time.
Run her ducats.
Get her money. Have her family back. Maybe her man. But really just kind of reclaim her life and get back what she felt like she was owed.
Okay, yeah.
And one of her quotes, iconic quotes from the show is,
Do the read.
"The streets ain't made for everybody. That's why they made sidewalks."
We need to get acting roles from these. We need to get acting roles and voiceover roles from these takes that we're doing.
We should.
Now, she's going up against Tasha St. Patrick's, of course, from Power. She is played by
Notori Naughton.
Yeah, Notori Naughton.
From 3LW. The one that was kicked out for being dark skinned.
Yes. Yes, she did. And, she plays Ghost's wife. And yeah, she's protective, fiercely pragmatic, and, whose loyalty and ambitions drive her to make morally fraught choices to shield her family.
And that's an understatement.
She is very, very understated. I mean, the first episode of Power that I watched with my dad, I now have a trend where I will watch something with my dad, not knowing what is happening before I go into it, and being incredibly uncomfortable with the content. I first experienced this with Matrix Reloaded, which notoriously had the Zion cave scene where everybody's raving and Neo and his girl is fucking. And then it happened again when I watched 300 with that thing. Anyhow, I'm going to do a quote. Okay? You ready? No, she don't know shit. And it's going to stay that way.
Great. Oscar worthy.
No notes.
All right. Who are you picking? Out of these two women, who would you want to raise your children?
First off, who would I want to raise my children? Who would I want to raise me? But I have to give the edge. I gotta give the edge to Cookie. Mainly because, first off, can we talk about how many seasons she just ate the scenery?
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised she doesn't have diabetes because she was chewing the scenery so much, you know?
That fur coat.
Yes. But like, I feel like we already knew Taraji P. Henson was an amazing actress, but this put her on the fucking map for the rest of the world to understand.
And the younger generation.
To understand. Like, she's been dope since dope has been dope. And I think her hard edges while also having like this level of vulnerability, like it makes me understand that when you have the role as a mother, it is just that. It is a role. It does not have to necessarily encompass an identity, because we think of women as like this mother role with this idealized version of checklist of things that they're supposed to be doing. Whereas, no, she's like morally ambiguous, just doing shit that'll satisfy both her and her family. Yeah. You know? So like, I gotta give her that edge. Plus, she's a bad bitch. She holds motherfuckers down while she's in jail. So she does. So she's dope. What about you?
I'm gonna have to also give it to Cookie Lyon. Yeah. Okay. She was a lion. She was a lioness. Okay, because she was fierce as fuck. Yeah. She fought hard for her family, to protect them, to protect herself. She was always eating Lucia's asses up. Yep. Because he was always playing, and she was like, "You got me fucked up, and I'm not here for it." Yeah. Of course, also Taraji P. Henson, HU.
You know,
I can't. So like that adds something to it. But outside of her being a bison, I think that she just, to me, was exemplified more of what I would want to see a woman doing in her position, right? Because Tasha St. Patrick, I know she was just dealing with the hand that she got dealt. But the way that she let, what's his name, Ghost, play her.
Well, she was playing him too, but
the way I hated it. Okay, and then all of the things that she allowed that man to get away with, which, spoiler alert, got her child killed, and her son involved in this nefarious business. And not to say, like, listen, Lucia's got Cookie's sons involved in shit, but she wasn't there to really like help until it was too late. And then she did what she had to do to try to protect them as much as possible. She was very on board when her son, what was Juicy Smollett's character's name?
Who knows at this point?
I forget. But when he came out, like, she was riding with him. She was like completely smashing that black mother stereotype that they're not going to be there for their queer, gay, LGBTQIA plus children. So I love that. So I got to give it to her.
All right. Looks like nobody, once again, is choosing Notori. Now we are moving on to the next set. And this is a set of 3.
Okay.
We are doing real life people. Afeni Shakur, Donda West, and Tina Knowles. These are the mothers of some of the most prolific, powerful, influential musicians, icons in Black culture as we speak. Real life warriors.
This one's going to be very hard.
It is going to be very hard. It is going to be very hard.
All right. So first up, Tina Knowles. She, of course, is the mother of our mothers, Beyonce, and as well as Solange Knowles, 2 very amazing singers, songwriters, just music icons who people will be speaking about forever. But she's also a businesswoman. She helped them. She was working with Destiny's Child from when they were literally children. That's the reason there is Destiny's Child, is because of her. And she has done all that she could do to make sure that her children and their friends and all of them are able to reach the heights of success that they want to be at. And she also, she is a very, seemingly from what we see, very loving, very caring, and very open-hearted to everyone around her, and not just her children. So I read her book that came out, this past year, where she just talks about her life and how she came to be. And she's more than just a momager. She is an icon, and we love Miss Knowles.
And then, of course, there's Donda West, who is the late mother of formerly known as Kanye West, known as Ye. His late mother, she was the former chair of the Chicago State University English Department. She was an activist herself, participating in sit-ins during the civil rights movement as a child. She wrote books, and she laid down a strong framework of influence to mold Kanye in the beginning. And so that is who she is. And then, of course, there's Afeni Shakur, who is the late mother of the late Tupac. She herself was a Black Panther, an activist. And while she was pregnant with Tupac, she was in prison facing conspiracy charges that carried a 300-year sentence. But she was a fucking die-hard road dog, not road dog, but you know what I mean. Yeah. She was hardcore, and she was about that life. And
she faced those charges, and she won. She
not only did she face those charges, she acted as her own attorney.
Yeah, which is something that historically they tell you not to do.
And yet she
did it, and she won. She prevailed.
Yeah. So. Okay, this might be a little bit difficult, but I already know the answer. Who would you go with? It's difficult for me. It's not difficult for you.
No, okay.
It's trivial for you.
Listen, this is difficult for me because I think that all three of these women are amazing. Were amazing. They have their contributions to the culture go past just their children. Yeah. Right? But I can't. There's no way that I was going to pick somebody else.
Shock.
Miss Tina Knowles
Surprise.
Is going to get it from me.
I am aghast.
She created Beyonce.
Yeah.
I can't even, there's nothing that I can think of that would top that. She is mother for real. So I can't even, as much as all three of these women are amazing, iconic, and deserve all the accolades, all the praise, and all of that, I gotta go with her.
All right. This is going to be an interesting take from me. I'm going to choose Donda West. Here's the reason why. Let me explain.
Okay, please.
with Tina Knowles and with Afeni Shakur, we see the impact that a mother can have on a person through growth and through development and through raising, right?
Yeah.
With Donda West, you see the effect that it can have on a person through growth, development, and raising, and in passing. Because the passing of Donda West is literally the pinpoint moment where everything changed in the trajectory of Kanye West.
Yeah.
You literally don't get any of the years of nonsense that he has done without this pivotal moment. Literally, even before, when she was alive, she built him up, gave him the confidence, gave him the instruments and the tools and the encouragement to do a lot of some of the small scale outlandish shit that he was doing while she was alive.
Yeah.
With that grief of her passing, it has launched a whole trajectory of a legacy that has not only gone in twists and turns of different directions, but has also arguably done him so much harm. That is the effect of a loss of a Black mother.
No, you're right.
I would argue that the loss of his mother and the influence that had on his career might be stronger than the living influence that Miss Knowles has on Beyonce's career.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm gonna go there.
Because this is
I'm going there.
This is the thing. Look, I 100% believe I 100% believe that Kanye West's mother, Miss West, passing broke him.
It destroyed
him. And whatever was going on with his mental health went 100% to the fucking center of the earth after her passing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he didn't have anyone else in his life to be able to like
rein him in, check his ego, check him,
center him, and get his ass together the way that she would have and she used to while she was here.
Yeah.
However, okay, Miss Knowles, the impact of her being in her children's life is so, the magnitude of it is so great. Okay, the fact that she has not only helped to create Beyonce and Solange, that we also get Blue, Rumi, and Sir, and everybody else who has been impacted by Destiny's Child and Beyonce, and also just the people, everyone else that she has impacted through her love and her light. That cannot be overshadowed. And unfortunately, we lost Miss West, so we do not know what life would have been like for Kanye and everyone else in his space with her still here. But I still say, like I've said before, that he has besmirched his mother's name because he uses her as a crutch and not in a way. He has used her as a crutch and has used her as a reason for him to be a shit person instead of honoring her name and getting himself some help. Because that's what she would have told him to do. Get yourself some help.
Yeah.
If I'm not here, go speak to the lady. Yeah. Find any lady. Speak to them. I don't care what they look like.
Not any lady.
Well,
because he found a lady who failed the bar several times, and now she can't get in. Literally, the legal system is the only one that won't roll over for celebrities.
And appreciative. Yep. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
But I think that
I think that the absence of evidence does not mean that there's evidence of absence. And I think this actually is evidence of absence. This is the evidence of the absence of a mother.
I'm not going to. I can't. So this is the thing. I can't say what I'm really thinking.
And this might just be a hard argument to have
because of the fact that, like, I cannot say anything about Miss West because she's no longer here. Mm-hmm. So I cannot. What I might say would be terrible, and I don't want to say that. So I have to say that Miss West did what best that she could while she was here. Mm-hmm. And Miss Knowles has gone above and beyond while she's here, and she is going to continue pouring into her family, mm-hmm. her children, and her grandchildren, and everybody else around her to ensure that her legacy is secured, and not a legacy of like wealth and beauty or anything like that, but a legacy of being a good person, for standing up for what you believe in, not rolling over, and for seeing who you are, believing in who you are, and going after that, and not letting anybody tell you different.
Okay, and let that be a lesson to everybody. The power of Black mothers is so strong that when they pass, you will go insane.
Well, that too. I will give you that 100%. Because where would we be without Black mothers? Nowhere.
We would be trying to tour the world and getting denied yes. from every country.
Being banned for life.
Now we're going into round 3. That's how deep the bench of Black mothers in our culture is that there are 3 rounds, multiple rounds. Next, we're going D. Mitchell from Moesha versus Wanda Mack from The Bernie Mac Show. Now.
All right. Now, this is a special one. These are bonus moms.
Yes.
And I have a bonus mom.
Bonus.
Bonus moms have a very special place in my heart. So Dee Mitchell from Moesha, played by the iconic Cheryl Lee Ralph. She was the bonus mom to Moesha and Miles. She was a school vice principal, and she helped to bring some structure, some discipline. She was very no nonsense, okay? And she would break out in her Jamaican patois whenever she needed to get them folks together, especially that fuck-ass father with his stupid haircut. She was never afraid to give anybody a piece of her mind, whether it was Moesha, whether it was Frank, or anybody else. One of her iconic quotes is, "I am the woman of this house and your father's wife. And until you contribute to the mortgage, you will follow the rule of this house." Which is something I feel like every mother has said at some point.
At some point. It's right there. It's in the top 10 sayings. Right up there. I ain't one of your little friends.
Yeah, like, because teenagers are going to try you. And you got to get it.
Do I look like Boo Boo the Fool? That should have been a whole segment of just like sayings that mothers
Black
say.
motherisms.
And breaking that down. But anyhow, but she's going up against Wanda Mack from The Bernie Mac Show. Played by the I have to admit that I had a crush on her when I was a child.
Of course, everybody did. She's gorgeous.
She is so amazing. Kalita Smith, played by Kalita Smith, and she is like legitimately a dope ass bonus mom. In the Bernie Mac Show, Bernie Mac inherits his sister's children, and she's married to Bernie. She didn't necessarily sign up for this, but she's rolling with it and doing the best that she can. She always calls Bernie out for his like old school parenting bullshit. And a notable quote that she has, "Bernie, they are children, not recruits. You can't just bark at them until they comply."
This fucking voice.
I only know one black woman in my life, apparently, and she's a made-up version in my head.
An amalgamation.
Yeah. She sounds nothing like my podcast partner or my mother or my sister or my grandmother, but she lives in my head.
Well, thank you for doing the best that you can with what you got.
Isn't that the black experience? Who are you going with?
This one is hard. It's really hard, actually, because obviously
both of them are bonus moms. Both of them had to deal with an older teenage girl and a younger son. And the whole like, "You're not my mother" bullshit that kids are wont to do. They are wont to do that. I've done that with my other dad. Yeah.
I don't. It's hard. It's hard. Okay.
I figured this would be challenging for you just because of your affinity for bonus moms, and
it is, and it's
a clear winner for me. There's a clear winner for me
because both of the actresses are amazing.
They're amazing, and they're beautiful, and they're awesome, and they're iconic.
Like both of them did a great job, within their roles.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was trying to figure out how I was gonna say that to you. But they were both like accomplished women. Dee was the vice principal. Wanda was a VP executive. But I think I'm gonna give this one to Wanda.
Wow. Okay. Continue. Why?
Because when Dee married Frank, she knew he had children.
Yeah.
She like I think when you are marrying somebody with children, you are signing up to be a bonus parent. Okay? And that is why it's like those children should always take precedent. Like it should always be like, I'm taking them on. Now these are my children. Wanda, on the other hand, she married Bernie, and yes, they had wanted to have children, but they had some fertility issues, which is notable in the show. And like, it was just like, okay, we're just going to be living our lives this way, right? And then one day, your husband's sister has whatever issue she has, and now you're being asked to take care of not one, not two, but 3 children, upending your whole entire life. And to me, I think that is extremely commendable, not only because she took them in, but because she also like loved them as her own. And Dee did that with Moesha and Miles, but I think that I have even more respect for Wanda, because this was not anywhere in the cards for her. It wasn't like she never thought about it. It never was something she saw in anywhere. It was like, okay, like, we're doing it. It was not a second thought. And so I really commend her for that, because I think anyone who has a sibling that has children, I think that you are like, yeah, if something happened to my sibling, of course I'm going to do it. But that doesn't mean that your partner is going to have that same love and fervor that you would for your family as well.
Right. And I think it's for the exact reasons that you laid out. I'm going with D. Mm-hmm. Mainly because, like you said, D came into the situation knowing that Frank had children. Mm-hmm. And she prepared herself
for that third one.
And that is the key difference, where both bridges what she came into, and then the curveball that she got thrown when she found out that Ray J, isn't that Brandy's brother? Is actually Brandy's brother in the show of Moesha.
Yeah.
Dorian, I think.
Dorian.
Was it Dorian?
Yeah, it was Dorian.
Yeah, it was Dorian. Finds out that he's Frank's son. Mm-hmm. That was a whole arc of
and I want to say, if
nonsense.
I remember correctly, I think Dee was pregnant, or they were trying to have a baby when Dorian came to the house. So
that was literally like you marry into this family, and you know that there are 2 established children. Mm-hmm. You do the best that you can with creating a environment where you are a mother figure to them, not pushing too hard, but not, pulling away. And then there's this other weird kid who gets added on in the later seasons, and it turns out he's actually also the kid of your husband. Yeah. And that was a whole secret that was unveiled, which did irreparable damage to the character of Frank.
Yeah. Because he was already a fucking asshole.
Took the hit on that one. But she rolled with the punches. She made her opinions known and made her feelings known. And she stood her ground. And she still mothered the fuck out of all of them. That's why I'm going with D.
But she also still fucked off back to Jamaica after the last season or so. Because she said, Frank, I've had enough of your bullshit. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Now we are gonna do some rapid fire ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just we're running up on time, and we're gonna just burn through the next ones because we want to shout out the dope ass mothers, but we just don't have enough time to go in super deep.
Okay.
So next up, Trudy Proud versus Dr. Lucy Carmichael from Rugrats and from the Proud Family.
All right. Who are you picking?
I'm going with Dr. Lucy Carmichael, mainly because, well, she doesn't get enough screen time. Mm-hmm. She made a lasting impact by giving us Susie Carmichael, giving us a affluent Black family on Nickelodeon.
Yes. So I will say I too am going to go with Dr. Lucy Carmichael. Mm-hmm. Dr. Trudy Proud, veterinarian, great, amazing, helping run this whole household and all that. But I think that Dr. Lucy Carmichael...
Dr. She is darker, but you don't have to call her Darktor.
Dr. Lucy Carmichael.
It's so insane to think that you would call her Darktor just because she's darker than Trudy Proud. That might be the title of the episode, Darktor.
But I think that Lucy Carmichael, she was the first Black cartoon mom that I remember seeing.
Yeah.
And Susie was a fucking badass who I definitely like saw myself in as a little girl.
Yes.
And all of that was possible because of her. She was the only kid that had sense, and her parents were the only ones who were actually watching their fucking kids. So yeah, I'm going with her.
Exactly. Fantastic. Next up for rapid fire, Queen Ramonda from Black Panther and Wakanda Forever versus Queen Leon from Coming to America.
Oh, who do you pick? Who do you got?
You know me, baby. I gotta go with Ramonda.
Okay.
You know, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever.
She mothered the fuck out of that cub.
Wakanda Forever. And you know, we have to shout out to the late Madge Sinclair. Amazing actress. She did a great job in Coming to America. But nah, Queen Ramonda, she's got it.
She's got it. And she also has like a thorough history both in the movies but also in like the source material and the comics.
I would love for them to do a prequel with her or something like I would like them to do something else with her because Angela Bassett deserves another opportunity to get a fucking Oscar for a role in a Black Panther movie because they fucking stole it from her last time.
I mean, she can't do another role in it.
That's
they killed
why
her off.
I said a prequel.
Well, but it still wouldn't be her.
Why not?
I mean, why not?
They can do it. They can figure out a way.
You want to see a de-aged?
I don't want her to be de-aged. She's still beautiful and young. They can figure it out. Dye her hair black and it'll be 10 years younger.
You want to see the Irishman with
was Angela Bassett?
Angela Bassett?
No.
You want to see a black Angela Bassett. You want to see a black Angela Bassett Irishman.
All they're going to do is dye her hair black, and I bet you, 10 years younger. That's it. Give us a story with Angela Bassett and the King, whatever, working together. I bet you it would be so fun. She would be fine doing it. Okay? Because the way that she works, you saw her arms at the fucking Met Gala. She's strong as shit. She could do it. Dye her hair and that's it. Dye her hair, put a little bit of makeup on any lines that might be there because she looks fresh-faced either way. She could do it. Angela Bassett can do anything.
This is supposed to be rapid fire.
All right. Next one.
We have Bo Johnson from Blackish versus Miranda Bailey from Grey's Anatomy. You know more about Grey's Anatomy than I do, so
yes.
like I have no choice but to go with Bo. I have to go with Bo.
Okay, both doctors.
First off, is Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, like
against Chandra Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Both iconic actresses.
Mm-hmm. Both
amazing. But I gotta give it to my boo, Miranda Bailey.
I gotta go with Tracy.
I gotta go with Miranda.
I gotta go with Bo.
Bo
is in one sentence. I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
Bo held that household down while still looking like the baddest bitch in the world and being intelligent as shit.
And Miranda has held down Grace Sloan Memorial amongst all of its shenanigans, all of the death, all of the destruction, all of the possible most ridiculous things you could ever imagine. Okay? She is not only mother to her several children, also mother to everybody in that fucking hospital. Okay? So she deserves it.
Sure.
All right. Next.
I'm sure she's not a maybe. Janet J. Kyle from My Wife and Kids versus Lisa Landry from Sister.
Landry.
Jackie Harry.
And Tashina No. Who you got me messed up. Tisha Campbell.
Yeah. It's Tisha Campbell.
I know, but you messed me up because of earlier.
Mm-hmm. Who are you going with?
I'm going with Lisa Landry.
From Sister?
From Sister.
I'm going with J. Kyle because she's more underrated. She was a dope ass mom on that show.
She was a dope ass mom on that show.
For a mom who had the dumbest son in the fucking world, who just like she was so fucking patient, but also still being like
a dumb son and a dumb husband.
Yeah. So
to be honest.
she held it down.
I would go with Lisa Landry because she was a single mom for the longest, and she was not. It wasn't like she had the most money in the world, but she made it fucking work. And then she uprooted her whole entire life to move in with a random man.
Start the sentence again. Don't just.
You just fucking licked your cup.
Because I didn't want it to get on the desk, and there was a drip that was going down the side of the cup. What am I supposed to do? Let it hit the table?
Your cup.
I love this table. Why would I want more residue on the table?
Okay.
Make life hard for me.
All right, I'm gonna start again. You just told me to.
Yeah, I did.
I'm picking Lisa Landry because she was a dope ass mom who made sure that her daughter had everything that she needed, even while being a single mom, did not have a lot of money, not a lot of everything. And then she uprooted her life when she found out that her daughter had this random surprise sibling, twin, and moves into this man's house and then helps raise not only her daughter, but her twin sister. And also she adopted, which I think adds even more to her because I think adoption is very important. And so I think that everything about her, I loved it. She was always a key force in that family, keeping things together while also allowing the girls to be themselves.
And for our final, we got Sugar Mama from the Proud Family versus Medea Simmons from Medea.
Okay, what are you picking?
I'm going to put Sugar Mama.
Why?
For two reasons. One, because Sugar Mama will always be cemented in me for that episode where she like creates like
the snacks, the feet.
Yeah. And is like, I put my foot in it. And then she shows that she puts her foot in it. And the second, it feels weirdly disrespectful to the concept of Mother's Day in this Mother's Day list to have a character who is inherently played by a man who arguably really does a good job at embodying all the black mother traits. So it's weird. It's just weird. I'm going with Sugar Mama. You. Who are you going?
I too am going with Sugar Mama, who was voiced by Jo Marie Payton from who was the mom on Family Matters, original mom on Family Matters.
Yeah.
I'm going with Sugar Mama because I love her. I think she's smart. She's funny. She holds her family down. And Tyler Perry hates women, black women specifically. So I cannot go with Medea. I think she is a trope that, although some people might have Medeas in their life, I think that he takes any of the tropes and he exacerbates them to a point where they're foolish. And I just hate that she is such a part of the cultural zeitgeist. So yes, Sugar Mama it is.
All right. That has been This or That Mother's Day edition. All right. Now we're going to be heading in for the stretch with the things that made us big mad.
Bringing it. What? We griping. We're not griping anywhere else.
All right. What is making you big mad this week?
All right. I'll keep it short and simple. I think what's making me big mad this week, people who are always looking for faults, and like trying to drill those in and finding fault within you or things you do, even when they are not there. And just always trying to make you feel bad, as if you're doing something wrong. That just pisses me off because I'm someone who, like, I know that my rejection sensitivity, sometimes I can feel any sort of perceived rejection or someone being mad at me or me doing something wrong. Like I know that like I feel that very like intrinsically in my body, right? But because I am always trying to do my best, and I'm not trying to hurt people, I'm not trying to do anything wrong. I'm just trying to like follow the rules and just get through life. When people are looking for things to like pick at, that bothers me. Especially because like I feel it so strongly, and it can feel very overwhelming for me. Especially when I'm just here, I'm just doing the thing, and it's like whatever I'm doing is never good enough for you. That bothers me. So
that makes sense.
What about you?
For me, it's just keeping it a buck. Unemployment. This is my last week. I'm gonna have to figure something out after that, but it was a scary time for me. Last week of unemployment. Been unemployed since October. And, that's very scary.
Yeah.
It's very scary. It's very scary. I talked to my dad. He thought that unemployment just kept going.
It does not.
It does not.
There's no way to refill it.
Fuck the unemployment. Fuck the various jobs. And fuck the economy that has created the system.
Yeah.
I'm doing the best that I can. Literally between 10 to 20 to 30, sometimes even more, applications on a daily basis since October. And it has been very few breaks.
Yeah.
Holidays and vacations and shit. But like very few breaks. Always at it. Full round, still nothing. So it's just a very scary time for me, and we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah.
But that has been the things that have been making us big mad. What about the things that are making us big happy?
I'm the baby merchant. Chops are us. I give you all the service and no damn fuss. Give the baby merchant just a week or two. I'll have your baby for you.
What's making you happy?
It's making me happy that it's Mother's Day, and although I'm not able to celebrate with the mothers in my life the way that I would like, seeing them happy, seeing them celebrated makes me happy. Of course, doing this podcast with you, getting to spend time with you, makes me happy. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. For me, of course, it's Mother's Day. Special shout out to my mother, my sister Shanique. Great mothers. Shout out to the various friend mothers that I have. Actually, first, let me reel it in with the family mothers that I have. Aunt Cheryl, dope ass mom.
She is.
Was just on game night with her this past weekend. Aunt Linda, you're
dope AF.
You're dope as fuck. You're dope as fuck as well. And all the various mother figures in my life, friends. I'm not going to name all of them because I don't want to leave any of them out. But y'all know who y'all are, and y'all are dope as fuck. So I tip my hat to you, but I haven't had a hat. But I do have a hat. With that being said, thank y'all for watching the show. We will be back next week with more of this. Until next time, take it easy. Keep it sleazy. I am Mo, a.k.a. Kid Licorish.
And I'm Odie.
And yeah, we'll be back with more of this. Bye!
Bye! Thanks for listening, nerds.
Keep the show growing. Listen, comment, and download on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, or watch full episodes on YouTube.
Follow the show at Black and Snerdy.
Follow me at Licorish is Legit.
Find me at that'sod_e on Twitter and at that'sod.e on Instagram.
This is the Black and Snerdy podcast,
where nerds of a feather flock together.